And he decided, it didn't work with those two, but maybe for the others, it can work. And God, in his bountiful wisdom, then decided to give us such a great gift as the rainbow to be everlasting for generations. And I mean, that in itself is beautiful because it says, and the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. So, could this also be regarding to shame? Does that mean the waters of shame will not flow and burst as long as you are with me? Is that what that means? That would be my interpretation anyway. And 5. And the land was not able sorry. And the land was not able to bear them, that they might dwell together, for the substance was great, so that they could not dwell together. So, in this manner, I think this is also on about shame, but I feel this is regarding to, well, major shame and sorrow usually lead you down a path of sin, and therefore with that path of sin you can't exactly be strong and holy within the Lord, so you don't dwell together with the Lord when you experience such shame. That's what I would take from that. Okay. Shame. Okay, 5. Okay, yeah. 6. Horror of great darkness fell upon them. Genesis 15:12, line 3. Horror of great darkness fell upon them. So this great darkness, that could be shame. Could be shame. Genesis 15:17, line 2. It was dark. Behold, a smoking furnace and a burning lamp that passed between those pieces. Okay. It was dark. Behold, a smoking furnace and a burning lamp that passed between those pieces. So I think this is, well, saying that shame usually festers, and when it festers, it brings about bad things. That's what I would take that as anyway. Genesis 19:8, line 2. I pray you bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. And they said, Stand back. And they said again, This one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them? And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door. But the men put forth their hand, and pulled Lot into the house to them, and shut the door. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. So I think this is another really way in saying that shame loves company, just as misery loves company. If somebody is in shame and they are unhappy with themselves, unhappy with their life, they are very willing and very happy to kind of invite you into that shame and help you see how miserable your life can be and how shameful the things you do are. And I feel like sometimes these people will genuinely project their shame onto you, whereas in these people will kind of try to shame you for things that they've done. And I feel like it kind of goes round in its own circle in a way, because there you are, kind of just stood there, just or sat there, just living your life, and then this person who is filled with shame and sadness and misery just comes along, and they're trying to deflect all of their shame and all of their past experiences upon you, when in reality they have nothing to do with you at all. But this is just what happens because some people can't even understand their own shame. They project it onto others, so they think, no, I'm not the one in the wrong, it's their fault. As we saw before with the serpent, it's another case of, oh, it's their fault, it's not my fault, it's their fault. And remember, every it's their fault, it's not their fault, because in reality it's you or somebody else trying to shift the blame onto another person. It's their fault. Either admit to it or denounce it. You know, it's not very hard. But this is the thing, many people do not take accountability in life. And with shameful people, that really seems to be the way that things go anyway. It's very sad because in really the end game,